All right, guys, it's Corey Martin with Team Troy Lee Designs, Lucas Oil Honda. Welcome back to your Dubya USA Facebook feature where you get a chance to get to know Team TLD. All right, we're here with Christian Craig, and our first question comes from David Patterson. He asks, if you were to have an ultimate battle with two riders, who would they be?
I'd say the first one would be Jeff Ward for sure. He looked like he was a crazy rider and back in his prime, so that'd be one of them. And then Rick Johnson, bad boy, you know. He's been always my hero, so those two guys would be pretty awesome, you know, be battling with, so for sure.
That is probably one of the hardest questions I've ever heard.
Tough one.
So David did a great job at asking this. Okay, one would be Jeremy McGrath, bad dude, hands down. Second one would be tough. I'd like to pick guys from like back in the day, just because I always love watching those videos YouTube.
Right.
Love it.
Old battles.
Glover was sweet. I think MC and Glover, Tasevich, Rick Johnson, Jeff Ward. There's so many good ones, but I'm just going to go with Brock Glover because we see him every weekend, and he was a bad dude on a bike. And then MC because it's MC, the king of Supercross.
T-Bake, MC, and Glover going at it.
This is any era.
Any era.
As you filled me in on. I would, I'd have to pick Jeremy McGrath would have to be one. And I think Johnny O'Mara would be cool too.
Nice choices.
Just because they're legends, you know? That'd be cool. I don't know how it'd work. Like, they'd have to be on up-to-date bikes or it'd have to be on old ones or what, but it'd be sick.
It really would. McGrath's popular tonight. Our second question comes from Austin Bride, and he asks, how did you get into the sport and who did you look up to growing up?
I got into the sport from my dad and my grandpa, both professional racers when they were younger, I guess. My grandpa was a professional flat tracker, and then my dad desert and GP kind of guy, so it was sweet. Got it in my blood. But that's how I got into it. And then when I looking up to people when I grow up, let's see, MC, Ricky Carmichael. The best was just coming to a Saturday night to the stadium and you get hooked. I think a lot of guys do that. So, like I said, my grandpa and my dad got me into it, and then looked up to MC and Ricky Carmichael, bad dudes.
Right on. Thanks, T-Bake.
Yeah, getting in the sport, my dad always raced, so I grew up around it, and you know, just got in that way. So, and then I always looked up to my dad. He won a few Supercrosses, and he was always my hero when I was growing up. So, for sure, my dad.
Right on.
I got into the sport through my family. My grandfather and my dad both rode, and got me into it at a really young age. And I actually grew up across the street from Mike and Jeff Alessi, and they kind of helped me get into it too. And yeah, and I looked up to McGrath and I looked up to Jeff Ward growing up.
Right on. Thank you, Cole Seeley.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for participating in the WUSA Get to Know Team TLD Facebook feature. Keep those questions coming. We'll see you next week.